Hey everyone, it's Lori with Scraps and Pieces again. I am here with another challenge for you. I used the same layout for our last challenge video that I did, but there were two techniques on it that I wanted to show you guys how to use, and so you get to see this same layout again. Um, Today I am going to show you, we're going to play with this arrow. So if you see how this arrow is right now, it looks stupid because it's on top of everything. Um, and I want it to, part of it be over this photo because I want the point to point to this little picture, but I want this part to be underneath all of this other stuff so that you can see it. So in our challenge today, I'm going to show you how to do that. And you can do this with all kinds of things. You can do this same technique with a paper clip so that it looks like it's actually clipped onto a card or a tag or something, or onto your photo. Um, you don't want it to just, you don't want to just lay a paper clip on top of your digital photo or paper because it will look digital and it will not look normal. You want it to look natural, like you've clipped something on. So when you have a paper clip, part of it is underneath and part of it is on top. So you can use that same technique for this, for that. And you can also use it to like weave a ribbon through a ribbon slider or through like letters on your title. You can use it for a curly ribbon that you may want to wrap around something, a branch or a string or something like that. So you can use this technique for lots of different things, but I'm going to show you how I do it so that you can use this challenge to do something creative. So as you can see, I have got this layer right here. So this arrow that's on top, the top layer, and then if I turn that off, you can see that I've got another one that's under the things that I want it to be under. So it's this layer 21 copy. So what I did is I did the first layer, put it underneath, and then I duplicated it. So to duplicate, I right click and do duplicate layer and say okay. Okay, so I already did that, but you want them to be one right on top of the other. So that's how you do that. So I'm gonna undo that since I've already duplicated it. I just wanted to show you how to do it. So I've got the underneath one, and then I've got this one on top that you can see. Okay, so I've got my effect, my drop shadow on both layers. So if you look, you can see that my shadow is on both layers. So then I'm going to select my top layer. So this layer 21. And then I am going to choose my eraser tool, which is this one right here that looks like an eraser. And you can make that bigger or smaller. So I'm going to, if you want to know the quick way to do that, you use the little bracket key and it makes your brush bigger and smaller. If you can see, hopefully that shows up on the video that that's getting bigger and smaller. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to erase the part on this top layer. So see that? I erased the part that I don't want to show. So I need to erase more. I'm just going to do this slowly. Normally I would just do this quickly so that you've got that top layer gone. So it's not covering up the cloud and the sunshine and the other part of the photo. So I don't want to stop there because you can see right here that because of the shadow, you can tell that there's two layers there. So you're going to want to erase more of it. And because of your angle on your shadow, eventually you'll get to where, see how I've erased that, and now it all looks like one arrow. So we've got this part that's on top, And then we've got that back arrow that's underneath. So if I erase or if I turn off my bottom arrow layer, you can see what's left of that top one. But they're both blended together now. So now I've got part of my arrow that's on top pointing to my photo, and then the other stuff that I didn't want is that other layer underneath that's showing that it's underneath the other elements. So hopefully that makes sense. If you've got any questions, ask them in the comment thread of the challenge, and I can't wait to see what you do with this technique in your layout this week for our challenge.